I keep saying that you can never go wrong with classic all-white sneakers. So here's a small list just to give you guys different options and just in case you didn't already know. Welcome to the channel. My name is Zach. You can call me Zachaboo, and I'm here for you and any sneakers you may be curious about. The only catch is they shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. And that's pretty much in line with the theme for today's video, mixing it up with different brands for classic white sneakers. Thing is, they shouldn't cost the tiniest bit more than $100 or 5,000 pesos. Please do keep in mind though that all these sneakers on this list, including the ones on my honorable mentions list, are timeless. And that there's a larger list and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Basically the first ones that come to mind right now. And yes, as mentioned, I'll also be throwing in some honorable mentions and explaining why I didn't include them in my initial list in the first place. With that being said, and in no particular order, let's start off the list with something from Nike. I know what a lot of people are expecting, so let me throw you a curveball and go with a Nike Blazer 77. Whether you rock the mids or the lows, this classic silhouette is just so easy to wear and so easy to cop at 4,995 pesos that it's almost a no-brainer if you ever have to head out of the house. Which is kind of the same story for the next sneaker that's from Adidas this time around. And I'm talking about my personal favorite, the Adidas Forum. Again, high tops, mids, or lows, the Forums are a cult classic and I'm super happy that they're getting more love from the brand with the 3 stripes since they released in multiple colorways and in mass quantities this past year, making it easy for anyone to give them a go. The Forums go for about 4,800 to 5,000 pesos depending on the cut and the colorway. Next up, we got the Reebok Club C85. This shoe is known for being dominantly white and in low top form, and I wouldn't have it any other way. For about 70 bucks or cheaper, you can get a sneaker that never goes out of style and gives you some of the best leather you'll ever have on a shoe. The downside is that since Adidas has sold Reebok, the future of the brand is still a little blurry, so we may or may not get the same quality on our favorite Reebok classics, and there's also no telling if we'll ever get the classics again. There are clearance sales everywhere, so I'd suggest stocking up if you're a fan of the Club Cs. I personally got my pair for about 1,300 pesos, but that's just because Reebok's leaving the Philippines. On the upside of things though, Puma's been killing it. While most people would think about the Puma suede when it comes to classic sneakers, you don't exactly see that shoe come in white, and that's where the Puma sports style Ralph Sampson comes into play. Low tops or high tops, these bad boys give you enough heritage in a classic design that won't cost all that much. Matter of fact, if you wanted to stand out, not a whole lot of people wear these. Last of the 5 sneakers on this list would be something from Converse. And while people instantly think of Chuck Taylors, that's pretty much a given already. So I'm gonna go with the Converse Pro Leathers, a shoe that was donned by Michael Jordan before he signed with Nike. The Pro Leather was right up there with all the sneakers of its era. Whether you get the high tops or low tops again, these will surely give you more freedom when it comes to what you wear. The one thing you'll notice when you wear them is that they're quite bottom heavy from all that rubber, but they are clean and they're pretty cheap, as well as widely available. Now at this point, I know a lot of you out there are probably going to be like, but why didn't you mention this sneaker, Zach? Or why didn't you mention this shoe, Zach? And to that I say, well, I'm presenting more options than what most of us would usually see. But even then, I have my honorable mentions, and that includes these shoes. How about we start off with New Balance? Be it the 237, the 327, the 574, or even the 997, think of it this way. When was the last time you saw someone wearing all white or dominantly white New Balances? Yes, the shoes I mentioned do exist in those colorways, but more often than not you'll see the New Balances in neutral colorways such as navy blue, black, beige, brown, and especially gray. In fact, you're more likely to see a multicolored New Balance pair on feet than a white pair, and I think that goes to show just how versatile most New Balance models are. Next on the honorable mentions list would be the Adidas Stan Smith. While no one can deny that it is in fact an all-time classic, there was just a period in time a few years back when they were absolutely everywhere. It was kind of overhyped for what it was, which resulted in Stan Smiths basically sitting on shelves now, especially in the Philippines. One can say it outplayed itself, but if you're in the market for a classic white shoe, it doesn't get much simpler than the Stan Smith. This next shoe is one of those if you know type of sneakers that basically gets respect from all the real sneakerheads out there, and that would be the A6 Gel Light 3 and 5. The A6 Gel Light 3 and 5 are easily some of the best of all time, with a slew of options for colorways from all white to multicolored, camo to galaxy, floral, and more. Both silhouettes are such an amazing canvas for designs that it's had multiple collaborations, namely with luxury outfitters such as Atmos or Kith. The only thing is, they cost over $100 or 5,000 pesos on average, especially for the collabs. Last but not least, for honorable mentions would be two sneakers from Nike, and I'm pretty sure you already know what these are. That, my friends, would be the Air Force One and the Cortez. However way you chop it up, you can't deny that both the Forces and Cortez are go-tos when it comes to white sneakers. Matter of fact, the triple white Air Force Ones are so good that they never go on sale in that colorway, and the same can be said about the Cortez in the white upper, black swoosh combo, or if you want to be a little colorful, go with the Forrest Gumps. Only reason I didn't mention them earlier was because, again, I wanted to present more options, and these two are just instant, so chances are you were probably thinking about them as I was going through my list. But that's just about it from my list of classic white sneakers that don't cost more than $100 or 5,000 pesos. And I know that there are so many more sneakers out there that could have been part of this list, so I'm gonna do what I usually do and present them from time to time, be it through unboxing or reviews or whatever the case may be. But off the top of the head, the first 5 shoes I mentioned were what met my criteria first when I started thinking about this list. If you do have any suggestions for shoes or any particular pairs you guys want me to be reviewing, then please leave a link in the comment section, or rather yet just comment it all together, and I'm gonna try to get to them, okay? Now, as always, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please do hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, enable post notifications, and make sure to share this video with all your other friends, because the more subscribers we have, the more prizes we're also going to be giving away. Matter of fact, we got 2 sneakers to be given away once we hit 250 subscribers. So please do help grow this community, because I'm actually really excited to be able to send out all these prizes to the lucky winners out there. Mechanics as well as my socials will be included in the link down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Zach. You can call me Zachaboo, and I will see you next time. Sorry, no sneakers in hand this time.